Slowly healing. Charge! Float! Float, Mort! It was self-defense, he came at me, Gov. I've killed more rats than zombies, surely that counts. Alright, I mean, if you absolutely insist.
Yeah.
You loot,
Okay.
probably got the rats. Add to your pile.
Done.
I'm not entirely sure I want to know where you've put them. Right, okay, so okay, there's more zombies this way, because there were the two werettes up here, leading into the rat area. So I assume that there's going to be more zombies towards the dead people area. Uh-oh. Oh, there's zombies. We'll be alright. I hope the zombies aren't particularly difficult down here. Like the cranium rats, they're ridiculously powerful when they're in a group in that area. Like up here, they're not. Even if they're in their group, they're no threat. Hello. Must have been undead. The wounds that killed it came a long time after the flesh disappeared from the bones. Get it! Right. Okay, is that the way down? To the Dead Nations catacombs. The Dead Nations. Yeah. Right. What on earth is that one? No. I think I need that in case I end up dying in the mortuary and returning to the mortuary. Let's put that there, though, because that might still be helpful. I can go through here and it will autosave. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I don't have any health. Uh-oh. Hello? I hope we haven't met, because that might mean I've killed you.
Stop! Thou have come too far, traveller, and trespassed into the Dead Nations, realm of the Silent King. Will thou submit peacefully?
To what? Sometimes you do a voice and you realize that's not good for the throat.
'Tis the will of the Silent King that all who pass the gates into our nation become prisoners of his lands. Will thou submit?
I don't want to fight. Alright, I'll submit.
Come then, we shall show thee to the chapel. Know this, thou shalt be free to wander these halls, but not to leave the catacombs. Thou shalt be a prisoner here until thy death. Should thou later arise as we have, thou shalt be free.
Ooh, hooray! Because I can't die. I mean, let's not say that out loud.
Praise the Silent King. His will be done.
Follow them.
Updated my journal.
Ah, another member of the living. Most are slain by the ghouls, this far into the catacombs. You're fortunate. Okay. Who are you? I am... Soago? I wonder if that's... is that Sogo, or Soago, or Soego? I am Factotum of the Dustman. I am a missionary in these parts. A missionary among the dead. Yes, I came here to these catacombs after hearing rumours of undead that were aware in these parts. I hope to save them. You got anything to say about this, Maud? Save them? Yes, passion ties them to this false life. I hope I can teach them to forsake these fashions and leave this false life behind and reach the true death. I think I've asked other people about this. Let's see what he believes. True death? A complete absence of passion. The true death is the true life. Beyond... Oh my goodness, this is weird. Beyond this shadow of existence, it is to this place that these dead must reach to free themselves. But, okay, true life, but you mentioned a false life before. These, well, dead ones are so close to the true death, yet they cling to this life. This false life is the lie of existence on this plane. So you want them to die. I wish them to transcend this plane of existence, divorce themselves from passion. It can save them. Alright. Right, where am I? You are in the catacombs of the dead nations. The guards brought you here. And why? Why am I a prisoner here? I do not know. Ask some of the, citizens here. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, a moment of your time before you go. Do not attack any of the undead here in the catacombs. They will not harm you. Yes. Yes. Woo. So long as you remain peaceful. Should you prove hostile, they will defend themselves, and there are, well, many of them. Lastly, you may return here if you need to. Rest! We can rest now!
Updated my journal.
Of course, you shall be safe in this chamber while you rest. Yes! Thank you! Thank you, game! I'm resting and healed. So, Farrod's gonna be like, what's taking this guy?
I'm gone.
This metal slab is apparently used as a bed that looks to be a portion so I think we pried open. Ooh, let's have a look. You're not going to be able to pry into Suego's things while he's around. Okay, you'll need to find some way to distract him or lure him away from the area if you want to get in there. I now have health! Woo! Small brazier barely gives off light, much less heat. Health is a mythical invention. Bandages! I mean, I'm excited. I like the idea of living. Right, so don't attack anyone. Probably shouldn't actually loot stuff further through here. Oh, this is the top of the map. How delightful. Right. Well, I can talk, so maybe we'll do some more conversing. Can I get through here? No, Hargrim, I want to talk to you. Ooh, how very cathedralic. The pulpit is made of old wood, slowly falling apart in the damp air of the catacombs. Skeleton! Skeleton! Zombie! Ghoul! 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 Hargrim the Bleak. The skeleton wears what appears to be ancient priest robes, heavy and ornate. Carries a large, impressive stave, which is capped with intricately carved thorns, dangling pendants, and a gilded skull. Isn't that someone from around here? I mean, maybe that's their judicial system. If you mess up really badly and you do wrong things, your head becomes a staff. Technically, it should be staff rather than stave. What does it say? Impressive stave. Greetings. Skeleton, its eyes aglow like two burning embers, looks you over but makes no reply. Are you Hargrim? It nods solemnly, the pendant suspended from its stave tinkling softly. There's something disquieting about its silent, piercing gaze. I have questions? It motions for you to proceed. Why have I been made a prisoner?
'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to...
The living who are caught here are made to languish in his halls until they join the quiet ones. Right, Mort, he's not living. He certainly ain't quiet, mate. Could he be convinced to allow otherwise?
Updated my journal.
'Tis doubtful, but perhaps mysterious are the ways of Silent King. May I speak with him? He's silent. Of course not. It holds up a bony palm. With a creaking groan and a puff of dust, its jaws opens to speak. No. Its voice, deep and resonant, echoes for a long while. In the vaulted chamber. But why not? Its voice booms through the chamber. No living creature may pass the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience even if such things were possible. Thou shalt not see him. Okay. I don't want to start bluffing or telling the truth, or kind of threatening them. I don't think either of them particularly. Like, that seems like an evil thing, and that's, I don't know what bluffing would be. Not lawful, probably. I had some questions then. I shouldn't be thinking like that, but I don't want to threaten them regardless. I had some questions. Who inhabits this place? We, the skeletons, other undead, zombies, and ghouls. There were once shadows, but they have long since fled. Sometimes one of the living spends the last of its days here. Alas, far to the east live many cranium rats. Tell me of the rats. They are hive-brained vermin who once came here in great numbers, feeding upon the corpses in our care. The ghouls have, for the most part, driven them back. They no longer leave their warrens to the east of here. Do they have any weaknesses?
Updated my journal.
Their strength is in gathered numbers. If one were to find and slay small separated groups, the stronger packs would slowly lose power. In the rat warrens to the east, for instance, they are very powerful. Brain vermin killed in the hive above might weaken them here, though. Ooh! So if I kill them... Oh. So in the home... So if I kill the ones back in their home base again, they might weaken them here. But the reverse might be true as well. I had some other questions. No. I want to go back to other kind. Tell me of your kind. We tend to the quiet ones, the true dead, and obey the word of the Silent King. Our work here has gone on for centuries. Tell me about the Silent King. Our Lord and Vision, he who makes the law and protects us. Thou would do well to start no trouble here, stranger, for the Silent King's eye is everywhere and his justice swift. Why is he called the Silent King? Because he's a king, and he's a bit quiet. He speaks no more than necessary to guide us. Praise to the Silent King. Someone else. Tell me about this Soago. He tries to convince us to give up this pretense of life, as he calls it, and pass into the true death. He claims that it is our passions that anchor us to this life, and we must let go of them and our duty. He wants us to die.
Updated my journal.
Some listen to his words, but none have chosen to surrender themselves to his beliefs. Those that did would be forever silenced. Our numbers would dwindle, and all that we have here would be destroyed by what surrounds us. Soago may believe he is doing right, but is, in truth, causing great harm. So why do you allow him to stay? We cannot force him to leave. He knows we cannot harm him. The dead truce. No undead may injure a dustman unless first attacked. Also, the Silent King wishes no slaughter in his halls. Someone else of yourself. I am called Hargrim. I am the High Priest of the citizens here. I spread the word of the Silent King to his followers. How did you come to be here? I passed away long ago and found that beyond death lies only oblivion. Fortunately, I was able to step back at the last moment from Bethesda, from the brink. A step back? Yes, I awoke here. I wandered the catacombs for untold days before stumbling into the throne of my lord, the Silent King. He spoke to me, and from that fated meeting, the dead nations were born. Before you mentioned followers, who else is here? We, the skeletons, other undead, zombies and ghouls. There were once shadows, but they've gone. Okay, tell me of the other undead. It breathes out its reply. Who? The zombies. They serve the Silent King and the dead nations as labourers. They work beneath the guidance of Stale Mary, the most intelligent and wisest amongst them. Tell me about her. She is the most intelligent of what some call the rotting herd. These zombies which populate the dead nations. Unlike many of us, her heart did not depart at the moment of death. That is as much as can be said. Okay, what do you mean the rotting herd? They serve the Silent King and the dead nations as labourers. Who else inhabits this place? Other undead. The ghouls. I do not trust them or their matriarch, Acasti. They watch us with hungry eyes and would doubtless devour us all of our numbers, and the word of the Silent King were not a shield against them. Pauses as if thinking. Go on.
Updated my journal.
They are forever ravenous. Without us holding them in check, they would run rampant in the buried village and the warrens of the cranium rats, killing all, then return to devour all that is here. Ugh. The problem is, I don't think we can fight them. It sounds like something like there's a couple of things we can do to help, but the Silent King doesn't seem very pro the things that would help. Like, yeah, I don't know what we could do with the ghouls though. Tell me about Acasti. She is the matriarch of the ghoul pack that has come to our halls. She is strong and extremely cunning. Someone else? Never mind. Other questions? Where am I? Within the borders of the dead nations, the halls of the Silent King. Okay. What are you doing here? I am called... No, that's who you are. Never mind. Someone in particular? No, never mind. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere? I have seen no such thing. Why dost thou seek this object? For a man named Farod. As if hearing, blood still beats in his black, worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sends his pack into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou were wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. I'm not part of his pack. Why then are thou here, invading our homes on a fetch and carry for that miserable soul? Yes, I'm finding the sphere for him in return for information I need. I don't know if they'll have it, but it's a way of being... We're being blunt, we're being honest, that's true. I need something, he has it. In return for information I need. There is no other loyalty between us. It looks you over carefully, tapping its chin with a bony finger. Thou do not seem the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps you speak truth. Perhaps. Your presence here is tolerable. Okay. Whew. Never mind. That's all of that done. I don't want to start a scrap with anyone. What's that skeleton noise? Oh, I can't hear it now. Yeah! Yeah, like bones grinding. I'm not scared. Oh, I was going to ask you about that, wasn't I? Oh, well. I was going to ask you about the shadows, but... Let's go and do that. Let's go and ask about that. Oh, there's a bookshelf right there. I'm tempted to go and have a wee look at the bookshelves. But that's not just because they might have spells. It's because it's a bookshelf. Questions. Who inhabits this place? Other undead. What of the shadows? We know not. It may be that they wander elsewhere. We rarely leave this place. It pauses as if unsure where it's gone. Once, many shadows dwelled among us, but they come to our halls no more. They left long ago, and we know not where they went. Some say they wander the plains. Wander the plains?
Updated my journal.
I asked about it once. Mary says that she has seen their fate in visions. She claims they've all been drawn to a wrecked fortress that drifts within the negative material plane. A graveyard of regrets from where they cannot escape. That is the third time, I think, that we've heard something to do with regrets. Because, like, Dianora said we had to go to a place of regrets. Okay. A fortress on the negative material plane? Yes, sheer foolishness. Why? That plane is a place from where all the energies that fill the hollows of the undead have their source. When life leaves us, there is a chance, through magic and passion, and perhaps other things, this energy may fill the hollow space, giving us an empty life. I fail to see how anything could exist there, however. Maybe there's something in this fortress that's keeping us alive? Who's Mary? Oh, you've already told us. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, Stale Mary. May the Sun King watch over her. She was a seer in life. Ages passed and still receives visions at times. Okay. She's somewhere down here. She's someone we need to talk to then.